You can now take a look at the Irving Archives and Museum's new exhibit, Away from Home, Native American Boarding School Stories. Jen Landry joins us with the details. Thanks for taking the time to speak with us.
Happy to, Susan. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. So tell us about the new exhibit.
So Away from Home, American Indian Boarding School Stories is a National Endowment for the Humanities traveling exhibition. It's called NEH on the Road. And this is a exhibition that travels throughout the country, making stops at different museums. This one in particular looks at the stories of American Indian boarding schools, so off-reservation boarding schools that were first started in about the late 1870s. 1879, there's one founded in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. And it's a complicated story, but it's one that we don't hear often a lot about, but was a really important part of American Indian policy, particularly up until the late 20th century.
Great. So why did you feel it was important to share this part of history with our community?
Well, these are hidden stories, and one of the things we really want to do at the Irving Archives and Museum is to highlight things that we maybe don't learn in school, but that are really important to our national narrative. And this story in particular, like I said, it's complex. In many ways, it's tragic and sad, but it's also a story of human resilience and triumph over adversity, and has a significant impact on Native populations still today. So it was something that we thought was really important to bring out and bring to the community.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you're not having any in-person programs for this exhibit, but do you have any virtual programs planned?
We do. There's still a little bit in development, as is many things happening during the COVID era. We, are spinning at the last minute trying to get things together, but we're going to be doing some virtual programming, including some online craft activities. So using some of the artifacts in the exhibit, such as beadwork, and having some beadwork activities that people can do at home. The exhibit itself is geared mostly towards 8th grade and up. It's a bit more of a mature topic, but we wanted to make sure that, younger people can relate and find some connections to it as well. And then we're also going to be hosting a public lecture that we're still working on, but we'll be doing that via our virtual program so that people will be able to participate online. And then we're also going to be doing one of our virtual tours. So we did that for our previous exhibits we've had in the space, where we use a program called Matterport. And it allows us to do basically a virtual walkthrough of the exhibit that you can explore on your own. So we'll be doing that as well.
Great, great. And I know with the virtual programs and even on site, you would like to do a land acknowledgement. Can you talk more about what that will entail and why you wanted that?
So this is something we've learned about as we prepared for this exhibition, and we think it's just a really important step to take. And so land acknowledgement acknowledges those that have come before us on this land. So tribal nations that have used this land and have been caretakers of the land. And so for the Irving area, we are on the lands of the Kickapoo, the Tawakoni, and the Wichita tribes. And so we just think it's really important to acknowledge that they are part of our ancestry for where we are. And it's a way for us to begin decolonization and just respect and acknowledgement of their place as part of our history here.
Yeah, no, it's important to know where we came from too and how this all started. But I know we've discussed this a little before already, but can you remind our audience about the Bring Your Bubble reservation system, and how can guests in general visit the museum?
So we are still operating our Bring Your Bubble. We hope that, by the end of this year, we'll be able to go back to a more traditional admissions model. But Bring Your Bubble is a way we've balanced being open with safety of both our staff and our visitors. And so you go online, or you can make a call, and you can visit our website for that information. And you make an online reservation, and you can bring up to 10 people. It can be just yourself, or it can be 2 or 3, or up to 10. And you are the only group here when you visit the museum. So you have a brief interaction with staff where we give you a bit of an orientation. And then we're here to answer questions and give some guidance, but it's really, you're allowed to explore the space on your own so that you know who you're encountering and you feel safe in the environment. And there's also our Friends of the Irving Museums has developed a scholarship fund. So if you're in a situation where you maybe can't financially afford the admission price, we have a scholarship fund, very low requirement of information, basically filling out some, basic contact information, no financial information or anything like that. Just let us know that, you need some help and want to come visit, and the Friends will help support that visit.
That's great. So if somebody does want to, just like a person by themselves or two people want to visit the museum, what's the procedure to go about that?
So you can go online and you make a reservation, or if you want to pursue a scholarship, just give us a phone call. But we have 2 slots, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So a 10 o'clock slot and a 2 o'clock slot. And it's a 2-hour visit, and you just reserve your time. It's a pretty easy form to fill out online. And if you have any questions, you can always give us a call. And we're looking at probably expanding into some Saturday hours here in the next month or so.
Great. Well, that's easy enough, folks. Away from Home Native American Boarding School Stories runs from January 28th through March 12th at the Irving Archives and Museum. For reservations, call 972-721-3714 or visit irvingarchivesmuseum.com.